So last week, Halo 3, which is my favorite first-person shooter of all time, finally released on PC. 343 Industries even shadow dropped the game one day earlier than the original release date. And some people were really fucking pissed off about that. Yeah, you wouldn't think that getting a game earlier would piss people off, but apparently it's a fucking big problem. One of these people has a YouTube channel named Bring Halo Back, and he made a video called 343 Industries drops Halo 3 PC unexpectedly. What the fuck? Angry face. Yeah, this video is so fucking retarded that I just had to make a video on it. So yeah, let's start the video.
Alright, so I actually spoke about PC last night, and so far I'm really doing game shot registration was phenomenal. Actually, mind-blowing how much close now. I'm sure some people are experiencing some instances of shot registration. Like there was a few times where I had so much time, but my overall experience was pretty good. And I'm doing a full review type video of Halo 3 PC later date, and earlier this week. But this video, this is just gonna be me bitching.
Well, at least he admits it.
But yeah, I gotta kind of rant about this. I have to, man, because for those of you who don't know, they shadow dropped Halo 3 on PC last night. And some people were frustrated by this. They changed the date and time that they're releasing the game and shadow dropped it. And yeah, some people are frustrated, myself included. And like let's just put this into perspective. So they announced back in March of 2019 that MCC is coming to PC, that they're going to roll the games out one by one, right? We don't get a date that they are releasing Halo 3 on PC until 7 days before. Till 7 days before.
Hey, is it just me or can I actually hear this guy's fucking clock in the background?
Till 7 days before. We don't get the time the game is dropping until like 4 days before. And then, like 12 hours before the time that they give us that the game's gonna drop, they change it and they shadow drop the game right then and there.
I mean, if this were like a new game, then I understand that it would be frustrating if the release date was only like revealed 7 days prior. But this is an old game. Okay, this game came out in 2007 and it's on a collection that came out in 2014. So it's not like you gotta watch out for spoilers or you have to play the game now before everybody else gets way better than you. Those things don't matter. It's a fucking 13-year-old game.
Now, when I expressed my frustrations with this, with them shadow dropping the game and not being able to stick to a set date and time, I was met with a lot of comments along the lines of, oh, you're mad they're releasing it early? How could you be mad they're releasing it early? Oh, you always gotta find something to complain about.
I mean, they're right, it's a pretty fucking stupid thing to say. It's like getting pissed at a theme park because the little sign before the roller coaster said 45-minute wait and it only turned out to be 30 minutes. And now you're pissed because you got on the ride earlier than you expected. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Also, talking in a dumb voice while saying reasonable stuff doesn't make you sound stupid. Well, it makes you sound stupid. It doesn't make the people that you're trying to make sound stupid, stupid. Yeah.
Arash, I'll link his channel in the description. He was met with similar comments. And in the official Halo Discord. In the official Halo Discord, he said, stuff like this is seriously pathetic for a major company. I don't know why it is so hard to give us a release. I don't know why it is so hard to give us release dates and stick to them. Yeah, I mean that is just. How could you? I agree, 100%.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're not just, oh, we can't stick to our schedule. It's probably just more like, oh, we want to do something nice for the fans, so let's surprise them with an early release of the game.
And then people are like, oh, are you serious? And Arash says 100%. So you're literally complaining about a company releasing a game early? And Arash says, yeah, some people make plans around set dates and times companies give them. It's not hard to stick to the times you tell people. 100%. He is not wrong at all. So, this guy, so it's a bad thing they released it 12 hours early? Alright, cool. Yes, it's a terrible fucking thing. And then you got Snickerdoodle says, at Arash in the Discord, okay, hang on, we'll just roll it back for everyone and tell them it was because you were mad. How the fuck can people not understand that you would be frustrated with them releasing the game unexpected like this? They give us the release date 7 days before. They give us the release time 4 days before, and then they fucking change it and just drop it right then and there. You don't understand how people could be frustrated by that? People take off of work. They plan for this shit because they want to play the game right when it drops. You don't understand how people wouldn't like them releasing the game unexpectedly early? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I seriously don't understand. It's if they at the last second said, oh, the game actually releases 1 day later, then that would be a problem, obviously. Because if someone then were to like take off work, then yeah, I guess. Because now they have a day off, but they can't play the game. But the game came out 1 day earlier. So you could still play the game on the day that you took off for work. So it doesn't matter. This is a fucking 13-year-old game. Why would you have to play it the second it comes out? Okay? It's not because like spoilers or some shit like that. Those don't matter. It's fucking 13 years old. You've probably already played it before.
And then there were even more brain dead replies on this tweet Arash put out saying apparently H3 is out. I don't know why 343 has a dying hatred of actually sticking to release times. And you had people saying, why is this a bad thing? You can still play it at whatever time you plan, but others can begin playing it now. First off, that's not the point. You want to play. You plan to play the game right when it drops. You want to play it right when it drops. Some people want to grind it from the time it drops all through the night.
This is Halo. What is there to grind? It's not like you unlock weapons or some shit like in Call of Duty. I mean, you can unlock armor, I guess, but that's about it. There's nothing really to grind.
How is releasing a game earlier than intended shady? Literally no one loses in this. No one loses in this situation? What? Imagine being mad that one of the most anticipated Halo games on PC released early. These people, I don't understand it. I mean, completely brain dead. Nobody understands how you could be frustrated that something released early?
No.
Let me put it like this, for those of you who don't understand how releasing something early and changing the date and time unexpectedly could be a bad thing. So let's say you plan a week-long vacation for you and your family. You plan a cruise, okay? And there's a set date and a set time that you're gonna board the cruise. Okay, and let's say the terminal where you got to go to board the cruise is like 3 hours away, right? And it's the night before. Tomorrow you're going to the terminal, you're boarding the cruise, and there you go, right? It's the night before, you have all your shit packed, you're ready to go to sleep, you're gonna wake up early, get to the terminal 2 hours before boarding, and yeah, that's the plan, right? And then all of a sudden, the cruise line comes out and says, we're boarding now. We're boarding right now. Oh, that's a good thing because it's early. That's a good thing.
That's such a fucking shit analogy. And I shouldn't even have to explain why. But in short, I guess I would say that if a game released 1 day early, the day it was actually supposed to release, the game is still there. Unlike a cruise ship which doesn't wait at the same dock around for the whole day. I would say that's the main problem with this retarded analogy. A better one would be something like you order a package online and it says it's gonna arrive in 4 days, and then the next morning it's already at your front door. Which indeed that is a good thing, because usually when you order something like a game or a package, you want to have and use it as soon as possible. When I pre-order a game, which is very rare, but in this case with MCC I did indeed pre-order the game, I want to use it the second I pre-order it. I don't want to sit around and wait for it to come out the date that the company tells me, okay? I don't want to plan my entire fucking life around the date that the company told me that the game's gonna come out. I want to play it right then and there. So the sooner it comes out, the fucking better.
You're 3 hours away from the terminal. You plan to be there on time, but they unexpectedly, without warning, just changed it and said, hey, we're boarding now. You don't... That's a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, but it's also nowhere near the same thing.
Man, the stupidity. I cannot stand stupidity, and it's just, stupidity is so common in the world today. It is.
Yup, you and your dumbass channel are proof of that.
Now, I get it. If you were sitting here at your PC and just bored as shit and thinking to yourself, man, I really wish it was tomorrow. I want to play Halo 3 PC right now. And then 343 comes out and says, oh, we're dropping it now. Yay. Yeah, I understand being happy. Cool, fine. But to not understand how some people would be frustrated with this is so absurd. Like, some people were busy. They cleared their schedule for a certain date and time when this game was supposed to drop because they want to play it right when it releases.
They've had 13 years to play the game though. And also it's just literally 1 day. The game is gonna be the exact same the day after. By the way, it wasn't even a day, it was 12 hours. It was half a day. It released half a day earlier. What a giant fucking problem. Boo fucking who.
And without warning, they just changed the date and time. If they had to have known there was a possibility they were gonna change the time, And like, they couldn't have at least warned us?
Well, then it wouldn't be much of a fucking surprise, now would it?
Like, actually, so I've seen several 343 Deads on Twitter liking and retweeting posts talking about the game launching on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Well, it would have been 1 p.m. for me, my time, 10 Pacific. But yeah, I saw 343 employees on Twitter retweeting and liking posts that said that. Oh, Tuesday at 1 p.m. Like, a couple hours before they shadow dropped the fucking game.
They probably did that because they were gonna shadow drop the game. Are you that fucking stupid?
But there's some content creators out there who wanted to make videos on Halo 3 PC right when it dropped about Season 2 or the new Skull, the challenges, all kinds of things. Well, first off, plenty of people already beat them to it because they got early access to the game. But now they get this random, unexpected release time for the game, which they might not have been prepared for. They might have been at work, so they may not have been at home at their setup ready to make videos when 343 unexpectedly announced, hey, the game's live right now.
Oh no, the poor YouTubers. No one cares, honestly. I don't care. Who cares? No one gives a fuck. I'm honestly getting bored of this guy. He's just saying the same shit over and over and over. Oh, it's bad because some people might have not been at home. Okay, cool, then fucking play it another time. Make a video another time. Who gives a fuck? No one cares. I don't care.
I don't understand why people can't comprehend how someone could be frustrated that they released the game unexpectedly early. It's common sense why someone would be frustrated about this.
No, it isn't. You haven't made a single good argument this entire video. Your only argument this entire video pretty much was, but what if people couldn't play it though? Well, here's my counter argument. That's just as stupid. What about the people that couldn't play it on the day it was supposed to release, but could play it now because of the shadow drop? What about them, You inconsiderate prick, why don't you think about them? See? You see how that sounds retarded? It's because it's your own logic being used against you. Because you're fucking stupid.
And I was frustrated to begin with how long it took them to give us an actual confirmed date and time the game was coming out. Right? And I wanted to take off work, and I did, but like 2 weeks, like a little over a week in advance before July 14th. I was at work talking to my boss. I'm like, it's cool if I take off a day next week. He's like, yeah, sure. Just let me know ahead of time. What day do you need off? And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what time I need off because 343 won't fucking tell me what time I need off.
You know what? I was kind of joking when I said the whole planning your entire life route when a company decides they're going to release a game. But this man actually plans his life around game releases. It's kind of fucking pathetic, to be honest.
Because I knew the game was coming out, well, first I didn't know the game was coming out July 14th. I didn't know. We didn't know that until like 7 days before. But even after I knew that, then it was like, okay, well, what time is it coming off? What time is it coming out? I work a 9 to 5. So if the game came out the same time Halo 2 launched on PC, I would have been home from work. And I would have just taken off Wednesday, because then I would have had a full day to play. But if it was coming out in the middle of the day and I was at work, well, then I would have to take off Tuesday, because I want to play it right when it drops. And then we finally found out it was 1 o'clock, so I ended up taking off Tuesday. And I say 1 o'clock because that's what time it was for me, because I'm Eastern time, but people in the West, it was 10 Pacific.
And the rest of the world doesn't exist.
But yeah, even though I was off work on Tuesday, I still wasn't prepared for them to shadow drop the game, especially when they're liking and retweeting posts that are saying, oh, the game's coming out tomorrow at 1.
Okay, so the entire situation he's complaining about didn't even affect him. Cool. Yeah, anyway, the video is over pretty much. After this, he just goes and repeats himself for 2 minutes and then ends the video. He actually uploaded an apology video in which he pretty much says, hey, everyone who disliked my video, you're wrong, and I'm still right. He literally says in his apology video that either the people that disliked did it A, because they saw that it had a lot of dislikes and they just wanted to pile on that because they're mindless sheep, B, they are stupid and they don't understand his points, or C, they secretly actually agree with him but don't want to admit to it. This guy is so fucking stupid and delusional, like for real. Anyway, you guys, this is gonna be the end of the video. Blah blah blah, subscribe, blah blah blah, like, comment, whatever the fuck, I don't give a shit. See y'all fucking tomorrow, probably. Bye.